Hello, welcome to What Marriage Has Taught Me with yours sincerely, Nina Oma. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different from what I used to do. I'm going to be talking to you about 5 things that you should not do in marriage. Are you ready? Let's go. The first thing is do not compare. Yeah, I always say this, that comparison is a thief of joy in marriage. So do not compare your marriage with any marriage. Just stick to your lane. Understand your own type of marriage. Understand that marriages are different. You see the way fingernails are different. You know, each of them are very unique. Each of them have their own beauty. Each of them can, radiate beauty. So that is the way marriages are. So you do not need to compare your marriage with any other person's marriage. They have their own thing and you have your own thing, okay? So don't compare. Secondly, I like to say do not dwell on wrongs, okay? Bad things that happen to you, bad experiences. A lot of couples, they do this and it's not good. Last week you did this to me. Last year you did this to me. Last month you did this to me. You also did this thing last year Easter. 10 years ago when we went to the village. No, it's not good for you to carry baggages. It's baggage. I call it baggage. So I always tell parents I always tell couples to always have this reserved forgiveness for each other, like a reservoir where you go to pick up forgiveness each time your partner wrongs you and then you clear it off, okay? So let it go, let the wrong things go. Don't carry it about. It's not good for your marriage, it's not even good for you, okay? So that's the second thing. Thirdly, I like to say, do not take prayers for granted. Yes, prayer is a means where you talk to God. God is the manufacturer, He's the creator, He's the initiator of marriage. So you cannot do without Him. Prayer is a technique where you go back to Him and say, oh dear manufacturer, this thing you manufactured, how do I work on it? How do I operate it? How do I navigate? How do I become successful in using this institution? Okay, and He will download it to you. Trust me, He does. So it's only in prayer that you talk to God and you are able to communicate to Him, and He's able to, show you the way, teach you certain things that you do not know on your own. Okay, so do not take the place of prayer in vain. Don't take it for granted. Prayer works, and it can work for your marriage. And then prayer is not just for the women. Okay, men can also pray for their marriages, so don't leave the marriage thing and say, or the prayer thing and say, oh, it's for the woman to pray, or it's for the man to pray. Both of you should pray for your marriage. Okay, pray for each other, pray for your marriage to work. It's very, very important. And then fourthly, I like to say, do not always insist that you're wrong. A lot of people have this insistence, they want to know, they want to always think about it, they want to always say, they want to always prove a point that they are right, okay? So I don't think in marriage you should do that, okay? 2 of you are working together, is a common purpose, you have the same destination, you have the same goal, okay? So nobody needs to be right. I mean, if the man is right, then the woman is right, okay? 2 of you are one. So if one is wrong, the other person is wrong. So I don't know where the argument is coming from. So the point is, do not always insist that you're right. Okay, so let it go sometimes. Let it go, and then focus on the peace of your marriage. What will bring peace to this home? What is going to make us peaceful? So whether you're right or you're wrong, always think about peace. When you think about that, you will not even bother about who is right or wrong. Okay, finally, the 5th point I like to say, do not nag. Communicate. It's always very good to always communicate. Do not always nag. Nagging is when you're told through tantrums, like a baby, go up and down talking about something and all that, repetitions and all that. I don't think it's healthy. It's not healthy for any marriage for you to, nag about things. Instead, communicate. Have them sit down with you. Talk about the things that you do not like, and talk about the things that can make you better. Okay, now of course that's a very that's a point in communicating in the first place. And don't communicate. Don't come and say, oh, we have to talk in the heat of the moment. You just say, oh, come and sit down here. We need to talk about this. No, choose a moment where both of you are calm. Okay, where everywhere is a little bit the tension has died down, and then talk about it. No, don't talk about it because you want to point out faults. Talk about it because you want to say, oh, you did this thing and I don't like it. Always make it about your feelings, not about it's not good. Don't tell the person that, well, what you did is not good. Talk about it that what you said, I don't like it, I don't have a good feeling about it, it made me sad, it made me this, okay? That's a better approach at communication. Yes, and for you to have details of what I just talked about, my book is still selling. Whoa, my book is still selling. Yes, 60 Days of Marriage is still selling, and here you have loads and loads of things. It's like it has 60 lessons for you, 60 about the book. I'm not just going to talk about it, but then when you look at it, when you read it, you understand what I'm talking about. 60 Days of Marriage is a compendium of the do's and the don'ts in marriage. I'm not going to take, credit and say I know it all, but then there are certain principles that you cannot, do without. After reading this book, I was convinced that it could not be me that wrote it. Yes, it's inspired by the Holy Spirit, and I give him all the glory. So call us, show the numbers showing on your screen, or hit me up on any of my social media handles, and I will send a copy of the book to you. It's just 3,000 naira per copy, and anywhere in Nigeria I can send it to you. Okay, so 60 Days of Marriage, go for your book. All right, until I come your way next week with another beautiful lesson, or maybe we'll do it differently. This way we're just going to try out new things, and then we'll come. Also, don't forget that we'll have our roundtables, we'll have our monologues, our dialogues, and all that. So it's coming up all this year, and all of them are coming up this year by the grace of God, and everything is a pipeline. We just take it a step at a time. Okay, thank you so much for watching this week. Until I come your way next week, remember, always work in your marriage and be good. God bless you.